faccio mai pasta, top. Okay, so exciting. Guys, we're so excited. Welcome back to On Location Vancouver, brought to you with the support of STORYHIVE. What an honor to be here in Chef Angus's kitchen here at Maenam. I'm so excited.
Welcome.
What are we making today, Chef?
So we're making a hot and sour seafood soup,
Yes.
which is, there's many different variations of hot and sour soup. This is probably one of the simplest versions. You obviously have to have fresh ingredients, and really is a key sort of 4 or 5 things that you want to infuse it with. And the trick is to not to overcook it. So we're going to do that. It's very, very simple. So you start off with a really good sort of light-based chicken stock. So this is really just chicken carcass. No mirepoix, nothing to give it kind of color or flavor that you want. You just want to give it a little bit. If you really want, you can do a fish broth because I know you're vegetarian, but fish broth is just fine. Use white fish bones,
I'm
like
also
halibut.
okay with chicken broth as well.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yes.
You can do fish broth, but I would encourage you to use white fish bones, not salmon. Salmon gives a very oily broth, so make cod, halibut broth is totally fine. Or sometimes you can just use water because the flavor comes down to the fresh ingredients that we infuse. So it's very simple.
Okay.
Shall we get started?
Let's get started.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
So obviously you want to have the pan. So this is just light chicken stock.
Okay.
We're gonna do about two
You're just
cups.
eyeballing. Okay.
Yeah, about two cups.
Okay. And this is something you make it here in-house?
Yes.
Okay.
We make everything in-house, including our curry paste. So what we want to do is we want to bring this up to temperature. Just want to bring that to a simmer.
Okay.
And what we have here in terms of ingredients, we have fresh lime leaves. This is lemongrass stalks. Okay, so we use a lot of the nice base part for salads, and this is like the ends, and we use these for flavor. There's still a lot of really good flavor in here. So smell. And again, this is crucial. When I mentioned earlier to have a quarter pesto, it's not only because it makes good curry paste. When you throw something like this into the soup, it's not going to infuse. Because smell this.
Versus the aroma.
Whereas this, the surface area is increased, the essential oils is being
I
produced.
feel like this is taking me back to my time in Cambodia and Bali.
Exactly. So you want to have something like this, and this is fresh galangal. And again, when you smell this, it's there, but it's not that robust. And we're going to slice a few slices.
Okay.
And then we're gonna pound that out a little bit, just to give it a little bit of point. Just give it a little.
I'll do that.
Quick.
I'm the sous chef today.
A couple of quick pounds. Not too much. You don't want to break it apart because then it's gonna.
Got it.
So
I went a little nuts.
Yeah, you want to have it sort of nice and big pieces. So give that a little. So.
I remember growing up in Pakistan, this was like, every home we had different sizes. I even had the baby sizes.
I feel like these. Yes. I have a baby one I use for saffron.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So every time I cook anything with saffron, I would use the baby one to prepare the saffron water. So this one, just give it a light pound so you don't want to destroy the chili. So that way, we have our ingredients. Same thing with that. And again, when you guys are dealing with chilies at home, don't go and grab it with your hand and then rub your eyes with it. Obviously, they're very dangerous. I'm grabbing the end where you did not bruise, so I'm okay with that. And also, I know not to touch myself without washing my hands first.
And washing them maybe several times.
Yes. Yeah. Just want to be careful because that's obviously a hazard. Just cut the shallot in half. Again, give that a bruise. There we go. That's perfect. So
I am getting the one-on-one lessons.
Yeah.
So something you were mentioning earlier that you do give cooking lessons. Like,
Yeah.
is that more for friends and family or celebrities, or how does one go about getting
a few things? Like, I mean, I've done, cooking schools have asked me to do like guest demos. I've done that. Kika has done that. I've done that for Northwest in the past. I've done, a long time ago, I've done stuff at 30 Apron as well. But more importantly, I think a lot of times when charities ask me to donate things, instead of donating a gift certificate, I often donate a private cooking class where I get to come to your house and show you how to cook and cook for you, and that obviously will help the charity a lot more. So that's usually how I go about cooking.
And it's such an experience, that's why I think I'm so a restaurateur, like you're creating all this food, fresh food, you're passionate about cooking, and to learn from you. And I need all the lessons I can get. So let's go.
So essentially, those 5 things that we just bruised up is our
Okay.
soups. I'm putting it in the smoke because I want you to smell it all together. So that's what we're trying to capture, right? So
I gotta show these folks so you guys get to see what's happening here. And I love how fresh everything is.
and that's exactly what we wanted to capture. The secret now is to have a hot stock.
Okay.
You don't want to bring this from a cold stock to boil because you want to cook this as short as possible because you don't want it to overcook. Okay, so we're gonna put this in,
Okay.
let it infuse for about 2 minutes,
Okay, only 2 minutes.
and then I'm gonna
Okay.
grab some mushrooms.
Lovely. Welcome to my kitchen.
So we're gonna put some mushrooms in. So I have some oyster mushrooms and some straw mushrooms.
Okay.
You notice I have not seasoned the soup base at all.
Yes.
And we did this because we season with fish sauce
Okay.
and fresh lime juice.
Okay.
And neither of those 2 things I want to cook very much. It's the fresh lime juice I want to be super fresh. And the
And
fish
do you
sauce
add that afterwards?
at the end.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're just basically infusing the flavor.
So that's why when they brought it to the table, you could just smell everything, like with the hot steam going on. But I felt like the little wolf in a cartoon, and
Yeah.
I wanted to follow the way. Where's the soup? Where's the food?
Well, it's also crucial to point out I haven't put in my seafood yet.
Mhm.
It's very important as a home cook to think about, a lot of people don't think about this. How long does every ingredient need to cook for?
Yeah.
The most important thing right now, this needs to simmer for 2 to 4 minutes.
Okay.
This takes about 45 seconds to cook,
Okay.
all the meats. So if I put them all together, this will be overcooked and my soup will not be strong in terms of infusion. So we're just going to infuse that, and the window will be long enough for us to put this in and everything will be perfect together. So,
Got it. Otherwise, this is going to end up being chewy, and that's certainly a
exactly.
mistake I've made before.
yeah. So it takes a little bit of planning, right? I think
Yeah.
when home cooks, it's essential to kind of think about what you want to do, how long things are going to cook for, and then to have a better result, right? Because it's very common to add all the stuff in, and then in the end, the fish sauce is reduced, the lime juice is not fresh, the prawns are overcooked, the mussels are overcooked, and then then the infusion is not even happening yet
Yeah.
because it takes different time. So I want you to take a nice whiff right now. That's it's like a nice station, right? Like
Oh my goodness.
it's that fresh aroma is what we're trying to capture.
Yes.
And I don't want to simmer this too long.
Yeah. And would you say this is something you don't want to put it away in the fridge? This is something you want to make on the day and enjoy it?
For sure.
And maybe have it for lunch as well as dinner, because that's what's special about it, because of how fresh this is.
I think if you were to make hot and sour soup, what you'll notice is you need to have it on that same meal. Even for dinner, the aromatics are old already. So it's so easy to make. Just make it twice.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when you take it home and reheat it, all the flavor is old.
The magic is gone.
The magic is gone. The magic is now. And I think we're ready to be adding in our seafood.
Okay, lovely.
So I'm gonna do let's do 4 mussels.
Okay.
Do these big prawns, we'll do 3 to 4.
Are these guys frozen, thawed?
Yeah, these are sustainably farmed tiger prawns.
Okay.
Add a little bit more liquid.
Okay.
It's crucial for this recipe to have the shellfish because the nectars of the clams and the mussel
Yeah.
kind of gives the body, the soup the body.
Okay.
So now we're just gonna wait until the seafood.
And that's about
cooks.
45 seconds, you said, or 2 minutes?
Yeah, it's about
45 seconds. So that's 45 seconds for cooking the seafood.
You can
That
see
is something really important. Yeah, the prawns are changing.
Yeah.
Okay.
mussels are opening.
Lovely.
So yeah, that's 45 seconds, pretty much done. I mean, again, some people will get mad at you, oh, it's 40 seconds. 45 seconds on this kind of BTU might take a little longer at home, right? I think the most important thing for people to understand is when you cook, pay attention to what's happening in the pan, not what the dial says. Because
Okay.
I can say cook this at medium-high heat, medium high heat here is very different than medium high heat in your house.
Yes, I can
right?
tell
So
just looking
instead
at
of
it.
saying cook at medium high heat
Yeah.
for 15 minutes, I used to tell people cook until you smell this flavor, right? Cook until when you smell the aroma.
Yeah.
So
I'm
then you
gonna
can actually
pause my camera because I want to get some of this shot. We'll stay on the live because it's a beauty over there. Okay, we're gonna put all that. What a beauty. Okay, we gotta get this shot.
You see all the seeds are open, ready to go. We're about to season the soup.
Lovely. Love it.
So I'm gonna bring it over here.
I'm gonna get a shot of you bringing it over. Just give me one moment. All the things you gotta do, you know, when you're the one-woman show. Gotta get the shots of the chef. All right, chef.
Ready? So now we're gonna season at the end with lime juice and fish sauce.
Okay.
It's pretty much equal parts of both. But again, different people have different preferences in seasoning. I like my hot and sour soup quite sharp. Okay. And this is salt and coriander. So all the fresh herb we put in at the end.
I like that you like coriander. Like in Pakistan and our cooking, we use coriander like on everything.
And we're ready to plate.
Sweet. And I assisted. Yay. Okay, we're gonna
So
get
easy to
it.
make, right? But it's like when you taste it,
But like you said, you gotta get the ingredients. You gotta get it all down. And
okay. So now that's our soup.
amazing.
And
What a beauty.
here, I want you to have a taste. This is the clean spoon.
It's the lime.
The lime, the galangal, the lemongrass, it all gives it so much, you know, sharp, intense flavor.
Divine.
It's got a kick, but it's not overly spicy. So
I feel like I could eat this daily because of the lemongrass lime.
exactly. You want to be careful. I don't put too much of the stalks because you don't eat that. We just infuse with it. But you know, in Thailand, it's considered, you know, bad form if you don't put some of that infusion because people might think you're buying store-bought paste to make it. So
Got it.
we do put some of like the fresh galangal that we make a soup with, and we make sure that it's in there. So people, we tell people, hey, you know, lemongrass, avoid the chili. Look at that beautiful mussel, so plump.
And I feel like a soup like this on a gray, rainy day, or if you're feeling you're coming down with something, this is perfect.
You know, hot and sour soup is one of the easiest soups to make if you have all the ingredients ready, right? So at the end, I can put some of the seafood back on top, and there you go.
Lovely. Wow. Fresh, hot and sour soup. We learned how to make right here on location, Vancouver at Maenam. We're here in the kitchen with Chef Angus and Chef. Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much. Now you can make that at home.
Yeah. He made it sound so easy. He's like, go do it now. I'm going to test you.
Well, look, I mean, that's it, right? So
The
that's,
ingredients. Question for someone like me who's super like basic. Where can I get this guy over here?
we're very fortunate in Vancouver. We have such a large Asian population. Now, finding these ingredients are super easy. Honestly, if you don't want to trek out to, say, the specialty stores, sometimes you can find that in Whole Foods, but for sure, 100% TNT has it.
Yeah, Chinatown.
Otherwise, I go to Maenam on Kingsway, which is
Okay.
you know a specialized store for some of these ingredients. In Surrey, there's a place called Inglong, which is a big Southeast Asian supermarket. They import it themselves as well. And you know, a lot of people, oh, you know, if I can't find it, can I use Cinder? Yes and no. Like it doesn't take that long to find the right ingredients. Grab Island, South China Seas has it. It's very readily available. We're so fortunate to live in a place like Vancouver, where all this stuff is pretty readily available. So no
Amazing.
excuses. Yeah.
No excuses for me. He's pointing to me. Thank you so much, Chef. What a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I truly appreciate you. What an honor to be here in his kitchen. Like no big deal. I'm just a little bit excited if you guys can't tell. And And you know what I'm most excited about? This. I'm excited to dig in. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
Cheers, folks. Okay, bye. I gotta eat.
Yeah, that was easy, right? So.